Hello, I'm the Commander Zander. I remember it so that a sound critic doesn't have to. And neither should you. And welcome to the TV arena. This is a segment where I compare TV shows or episodes of a TV show. And today we're going to answer that philosophical question, which age is better, the Stone Age or the future? Case in point, the Flintstones versus the Jetsons. Both of those shows were made by the great Hanna-Barbera. And it's two different people. Hanna and Barbera. Get it? In any case, those two have left a lasting impact and were the two big shows that set the stage for Cartoon Network and Boomerang when these episodes were re-aired in the 90s and 2000s and all that wonderful stuff. But we're going to see how much of an impact one or both have lasted. So with that, let's delve into this battle. Flintstones! Jetsons! Let's get ready to rumble in the TV arena. First, we're going to talk about the plot. Round one is the plot. And I think it's pretty simple. The Flintstones live in a modern Stone Age time. They're the modern Stone Age family as evidenced by the theme song. And they live a Stone Age life. They do a bunch of stuff that most people do, but in the Stone Age. The Jetsons, it's the same, except they're more futuristic. You got flying cars, you got cars that turn into suitcases and whatnot. It's so futuristic. The plots are essentially the same. Except the difference is if you like Stone Age over Future, you'll probably take Flintstones. If you happen to like Future over Stone Age, you take the Jetsons. But regardless, the plot is the same despite the day and age. So with that, I'm calling this a push. Round one is a draw. Now, to break the ice, round two. We go with the intros and closing credits. First, let's do the Flintstones. This is the intro for the Flintstones. It's closing time. Notice he has to use his feet to pedal the car. His neighbors, the Rubbles, with, you guessed it, bam, 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 bam. And they go to a drive-in. And that screen takes you to the episode. Then when the episode ends, they get out of the drive-in movie. And they go to the fast food joint. So I'm assuming the Rebels got home fine. Fred lures the cat over to the milk. Actually, puts the cat in there. Now here's what I don't get with the closing. You just saw the cat pounce into the window. Why didn't Fred just take the window then to get in? Because it just made the closing that much more hilarious. Now then, let's delve into the Jetsons. I know what you're thinking. Is this the intro to Space Ghost? Well, it kinda is. But then you see the planet and bam! There's the future. Too bad it'll never be like that. At least the near future, that is. The very, very, very future, maybe. Now, the difference between the two intros is that with the Flintstones, it pretty much sums up the show in a nutshell. With the Jetsons, it just introduces everybody. Both are very catchy, though. See what I mean? Car turns into suitcase and then goes to work.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, screw that. We're gonna go straight to the closing credits. which has Mr. Jetson, George Jetson, coming home from work. You get to see the robot maid. How come she wasn't mentioned in the intro? Oh, that's right, because she's a home robot maid. God, that wife of his is just a pain in the ass. Takes his wallet and makes him walk the dog. In a simulator of sorts. A cat just happens to pop by, and of course you know what's going to happen. I'm sensing a pattern. Cats just seem to be the problem in there. Just a real nuisance. So there you go. There's the intro and closing for both the Flintstones and the Jetsons. The Flintstones pretty much sums up the show in a nutshell. The Jetsons, with their intro, introduces everybody. Both of them have a hilarious closing. So with that, I'm calling it another push. Draw! So, how are we going to break the ice? We're down to round 3 and nobody has won anything. So with that, let's delve into the tie-breaking round. That would be impact, cultural impact. The Flintstones have been a lasting impact. They were the best animated TV show of all time until The Simpsons came around. And then The Simpsons took over number 1. They're still number 1. The Flintstones only dropped to number 2 amazingly. They're still number 2 to this day and age. The Simpsons and the Flintstones have left a lasting legacy. Oh, not to mention the Flintstones had 2 movies, like live movies, in the 90s. But at least they had movies. What did the Jetsons do? Nothing! They haven't had much of an impact. They just give you a glimmer of hope for a not-so-realistic future. That's all they do. Whereas the Flintstones have managed to last a longer impact. They got movies, they got everything. If you were to pick one over the other, of course you would remember the Flintstones over the Jetsons, because the Flintstones have been a longer lasting impact than the Jetsons. Which I don't quite get, because the Jetsons is pretty much the same as the Flintstones. But I guess the Stone Age has to come first, and that makes it the more memorable one. Even though the future is nice, you sometimes like to go with the old stuff. And that's why the Flintstones has been lasting a longer impact. It's good for every generation. Of course, so is the Jetsons. But the Flintstones did last a longer impact. And so with that, I am giving this round to the Flintstones. Winner! Flintstones! And by a score of 1 victory and 2 draws, I proclaim the Flintstones the winner of this TV arena. But if you like the Jetsons, and I know there are people that like the Jetsons, please post in the comments section on YouTube. Or if you like the Flintstones, do the same thing. And tell me what you think about both TV shows. Because both of them were very good in their own unique ways. And they were 2 classics for Boomerang. Which is now a piece of garbage since it shows all the mid-2000s crap. But these 2 shows were really good. So let me know what you think on both of them. Let me know if you think the Jetsons are better. Let me know if you think the Flintstones are better. But please post on YouTube. And let me know what you think. I'm the Commander Zander. I remember it so that it sounds great, don't have to, and neither should you.